I have had a handful of people on Instagram and a handful of people on Threads contact me and ask me about my mobility routine. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing I want you to do is to exercise and get your whole body warm and your muscles loose and ready to fire. Get them firing, get pretty much a total body workout in before you do any kind of trying to get the splits-esque exercise. So let's get into it. This is by no means the end-all be-all way to work out. This is just how I'm doing it today to get warmed up to do this video. So for me, I'm going to do some cleans real quick. In between sets of things, it doesn't have to look like much, and my cleans and snatches aren't the best right now. I'm just waking up. But move around. Don't sit down. Breathe through it. Just kind of move around, walk, kick your legs. It doesn't have to be like strict shadow boxing or anything like that. Just do something. Move around. Still not loose enough yet. Okay, all of those movements are pretty hamstring dependent. Let's get some hip flexors in here. Just gonna pick up the light kettlebell, clean it up like that. Do Cossack squats. 3 sets of Cossack squats down, just 3 sets of 3 just for getting warmed up. We're good. So that has worked, not just the hip flexors but the groin. So now we're going to work on this stretch here. Fire hydrants, groin rocks, or as I call them, kidney stones. You're working the same plane as your Cossack squats. So you're going to want to do about 20 of those per side. Now, if you're working on getting your splits, you're just wanting to get everything loose. You're fighting reciprocal inhibition, so you're going to stretch in a few ways. Okay. I do not know what this stretch is called, but this is the one that I do. You're hinging at the hips just like a snatch, a clean, a deadlift, a swing. But you're hinging one hip hard into one leg. You're getting those hamstrings. At the end of that, 20 of those, you're going to want to take this leg behind you, and I struggle with my balance on these two. And just kind of tuck that leg in. Everything in here stretched out. Your quad, your groin, your hip flexor a little bit. And repeat on the other side. And you may discover, like I do, that one is tighter than the other. I have an old injury to my right hamstring, so we're just gonna do 20 of those. Once again, go like that. That's it, bro. If you want to get, if your hip flexors feel a little bit tight still, '90s. Now, I have an inability to do these without scooting forward. Sorry. If those aren't enough, you can do windshield wipers. One knee down, one knee stays up, and one knee goes down. Now I want to emphasize, you're teaching the muscles how to relax, and you're fighting reciprocal inhibition. That's one muscle fighting against the next. This muscle group up here is antagonistic to this one down here. So we're stretching everything. We're working everything, doing total body movements before we try to get into our split. Okay, off camera, I did those movements more thoroughly. Let's see what I can't do. We're gonna start out, or I like to start out typically, with this split, the jeté split, the front split, whatever. And I'm not gonna get it perfectly, I'm stiff this morning. Go, better than I thought I'd do. Off the jump. And this. Now you're not going to be able to do this stuff to begin with. Okay, there's my meta split. You're not going to be able to do those to begin with. What I want you to do, since you are teaching your muscles how to relax, is get into a straddle position. And if this is as deep as you can go, stay there, support yourself for as long as it takes for your muscles to get comfortable. It doesn't think you're trying to tear it in half anymore. You're wearing socks on a smooth surface. Try to go a little deeper. Hold that for a while. Okay? Try to go a little deeper. Hold that for a while. Try to go a little bit deeper. Eventually, you'll find yourself sitting on the inside of your thighs. This is over a long period of time. It may take weeks, it may take months. But if you repeat these kinds of actions, you will get your split if your hips are designed for it. If you have Celtic hips that point more forward, you'll probably only be able to do the jeté split, forward and backwards. If your hips are, I forget the term for it, but facing way out to the side, you may just get your middle split and never get your jeté splits. Mine are kind of in the middle, I can do both. So there's no secret to any of this. It's just hard work. I got mine in 3 weeks at the age of 31 doing this kind of thing. I'd warm up on the treadmill. I'd do my kettlebell work. I just put it on top incline on the treadmill. Go anywhere from 3 to 4 miles an hour. That's it. That's it. Go do your kettlebell work or whatever workout that you choose to do, as long as it's total body and get your heart pumping. You're golden. So just remember what I've told you here, or reference it or whatever, and you should be able to get your splits.